Hi, everybody. So today we're going to talk about if your credit score keep dropping. I want you guys to look at these 7 things because this may be the reason why your credit score is dropping. All right. So I am so happy that we're able to consistently go live now. So I really appreciate everybody that come on here, ask me the questions that y'all have so that other people can learn too during this whole process. I do have the books down below for the people that need to get a copy of the books. Go ahead and get them down below. You can also see the books behind me also. But let's get into this. I don't waste any time because yesterday I was trying to rush it in a way because we had um, a limited amount of time I had calls. All right, so these are the 7 things I want you to look at. If your credit score keep going down, maybe you're trying to boost your credit score and you see that your credit score keep going down. I want you to look at your payment history first. See if you have any late payments. Sometimes I look at like my clients' credit scores and I'm like, what is it? How did their credit score go down? I see, okay, some accounts got deleted because I got like an automatic thing that can tell me that. But I'm like, why did their credit score go down? Y'all, recent late payments. I just had a client that had late payments on Chime. Like, be careful with some of these accounts because these are the same accounts that's supposed to help you build your credit. Kickoff, Self, this Chime. If you guys have late payments on it, it's not helping you build your credit up anymore. It's actually bringing your credit score down. So be very, very careful with this, okay? And make sure that you have whatever you're supposed to have on auto pay or whatever it is. I don't know. Just make sure that you don't have any late payments. The point of even having these accounts again is to raise your credit score. But if you have late payments on there, you're not raising your credit score, you're lowering your credit score. Credit score went down one year like 50 points. And I'm like, how you have a late payment on Chime? Like, what the heck happened with that? So y'all just be very, very careful. Look at your payment history. See if you got any new recent late payments. All right, because that's huge. Late payments again is like the biggest thing you can have. Another thing, if you see that your credit score is going down and you don't know what it is, look at your credit utilization. Even if y'all go from 10% to 20%, y'all, that jump 10% to 5%, it can actually lower your credit score. I tell y'all, please make sure y'all keep y'all utilization as low as y'all can. 10% or less gonna be the best. 5% gonna be even better. But look at your utilization. You could have a problem with your utilization. So just work on bringing utilization down. Remember, they only report once per month. So if your credit score went down just off that one credit card because of utilization, understand about that same time next month, if you bring that utilization back down, make sure you don't use your credit card until after they report to the credit bureaus, then your credit score should go back up. But utilization is one of them things where you can, pay off a credit card, pay it down, and you can see your credit score go down. Other than like late payments or something like that, you got to work to actively remove those late payments. Utilization is just a quick, easy, quick fix. Pay your credit cards down. Okay. The next thing is if you see your credit score going down, and you don't know what the heck is going on, look at your recent inquiries. Inquiries can drop your credit score like 2 to 5 points, depending on how many you have. Because if you have multiple ones, your credit score may go down more. But if you like, what happened? Did you apply for a credit card this month? And I tell people, look on the Credit Karma, tell you if you click on like the TransUnion or you click on Equifax and you click on see what's changed, they'll tell you exactly what changed, what made your credit score go down. So just make sure that y'all are looking there. And again, inquiries can be one simple thing that could have made your credit score go down. It's probably not going to go down much, but we're still talking about different factors that can just make your credit score go down in general. Okay. See if you had another thing too, see if you had any new recent negative accounts reported. Some of y'all may have a collection get added. Some of y'all may have one of y'all accounts changed to like a charge off. Y'all may have a bankruptcy that just got reported. See if you have new negative account reporting on your credit reports because that can really bring your credit score down. So if you're wondering why my credit score went down, see if you had any new negative accounts because that can hurt you a lot. The next thing is, again, if y'all don't know why y'all credit score is going down, look at your credit limits. Some of y'all may have your credit limits go down. If you see that your credit limit goes down, that could be a reason why your credit score can go down. Utilization, it ties into your utilization. If you had a $5,000 credit card and then all of a sudden that $5,000 limit turned into $1,000 limit, you got $4,000 worth of credit that's no longer available. So look at your credit limit changes. And again, Credit Karma gonna tell you the different changes, like, oh, your limit changed, So you'll see what's going to happen. And yes, I do. This right here is my affiliate page that you're on, and then this is my actual business page. This is like a secondary one. You'll know the difference because my actual page have like 34,000, about 34, I think, or 30, in the 30,000s or whatever, followers. This one right here, I'm at like what, 7,000 or something, but this is not my main page. This is like my affiliate page. So yes, I do have those too. Okay. And the next thing is look at your average age of accounts or your credit mix. Some of y'all, when you look at your accounts, you can see that your average age of accounts change. If y'all add another credit card to your credit reports and you did not necessarily need that credit card, but you wanted the credit card, you may see that your credit score go down because your average age of accounts changed. Okay. So that's something that you guys can also look at. Just look at your average age of accounts and see if there's, again, anything that changed, anything that's unfamiliar to you that's on your credit reports. Again, I tell people look on Credit Karma because one of my clients was like, "Hey, my credit score changed." Da, da, da. I'm like, "Hey, listen, look on Credit Karma. You can look on TransUnion, you can look at TransUnion, Equifax, do to see what's changed because they'll tell you week by week, day by day what changed. Hey, your credit score went up 15 points. You click that, you'll see. Okay, why did it go up? Oh, your balance went down on this credit card, by $100 or something. Maybe you got a $500 credit card. Your balance went down. Major credit score go up 15 points. It's simple things like that. Do not play the guessing game, but this is how you're going to see how your credit score was affected. Starting September 1st, I am going to get into the Raise Your Credit Score 100 points in 30 days. I am going to do a day by day with y'all and just answer a lot of questions that you all may have in regards to that. But we're going to talk every single day on these different topics. A lot of people like when I do this day by day. I see a lot of people credit scores actually go up over the 100 points in the 30 days when they actually do it every single day with me. So if you don't have the Raise Your Credit Score 100 points in 30 days book, definitely get it. Also, that 4-book bundle that I have, it will also include that Raise Your Credit Score 100 points in 30 days book. So that's going to be very nice for you all. All right, so let me get into some of these questions you all have. I was trying to, if I see them, it was like going really fast over here. If I saw them, I was trying to answer them, but I do have some, so let's go over them. Why did my credit score suddenly drop when I didn't do anything? You don't have to necessarily do something, but something could be happening on your credit report. Y'all can get a negative account added to your credit report, and that can drop your credit score. But I tell people, look on Credit Karma. Credit Karma will have something called See What's Changed, and they'll say, click here, and then they'll tell you, hey, your credit score went down 30 points. You got a new collection with LVMV funding added to your credit report. It will tell you exactly what is wrong, okay, and what exactly changed. So just make sure that you look at that. And what is the first 7 things I should check when my credit score drops? It's not even 7. Just check one thing. Do not play the guessing game, y'all. I've been doing credit or even been in the credit world for over 10 years now. I don't play the guessing game. I go look on Credit Karma and I go to see what's changed. I see, okay, TransUnion went down 30 points. What the heck happened? I go to see what's changed. They'll tell me exactly what's changed. Other than that, y'all will have to compare one credit report to the next. Y'all will have to compare. Okay, let me see the different changes. Why, when Credit Karma will tell you this stuff for free? Like, there's no point in playing a guessing game. So don't check these 7 things. Check this one thing. Check Credit Karma. See what's changed. It'll tell you exactly what happened. If your credit score went up, 30 points. It'll tell you, hey, your utilization went down. If it went down 25 points, that's like, hey, you got a new account added. Your utilization went up on your credit card. So you just have to click on to see what's changed, and you'll see exactly what happened. Can my credit score drop even if I never missed a payment? Yes, your credit score can drop from utilization. Your credit score can drop because you got a new negative account added to your credit report. Your credit score could drop because you got a new inquiry. So it don't necessarily have to drop from missed payments. People think that it has to be missed payments, and it don't have to be. Why did my credit score drop after my credit card balance increased? Because you messed with your utilization. If you all are maxing out your credit card, or if the balance is increasing on your credit card, your credit score is going to go down. The amount is going to go down would dictate how much you actually spent on your credit card. So maybe, your utilization went from 5 to 6. Your credit score is not going to drop as much as somebody who utilization went from 5 to 30. You get what I'm saying? So anytime y'all using your credit cards and they report a higher balance, you have to think that your credit score is going to drop, or it's just not going to increase as much as you wanted it to increase. Just period. You could have been like, oh, I paid off this one account, or I got a collection deleted. Okay, you got a collection deleted, your credit score should go up. But if you get a collection deleted and at the same time too, the balance on your credit card actually went up, you actually messing up your credit with the utilization problem. But then with this account getting deleted, it's not going to be able to really shoot your credit score up because you got a positive and a negative. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna average out to maybe your credit score went up 1 point, 2 points compared to, oh, your credit score went up 25 points because you got this collection deleted from your um credit reports. But y'all, utilization is going to be huge. How much can high utilization affect my credit score? Utilization is 30% of your credit score. So utilization is going to be key on the thing that you guys should focus on. If y'all know that y'all maxing out your credit cards, you all need to make sure that you're keeping the utilization low. Okay. Hey Ray. Hi. I was telling my about your question. Oh, thank you. Good morning to you. Good morning. I definitely have to talk to you about something. So I'm gonna make sure I did just get your phone number. I'm gonna text you my personal number so I can make sure I message you about something because my assistant handle the messages. I won't even know what the heck is going on, but I'm gonna make sure I message you. Okay, thank you so much. Will also. Okay, perfect. Yeah, send it to me so I can message you. I can text you. But high utilization, y'all, to me, when I look at people credit reports, a lot of people like, I ain't got no negative accounts. Okay, well, you got utilization problems and we need to fix the utilization problems. Can one maxed out credit card hurt me even if my other ones have low balances? One max out, okay, you have to think about your utilization is also in the average. They're going to average all of their limits and then all of your balances. They're going to add up all your limits, add up all your balances. They're going to put your balance divided by your limits, and then they're going to figure out what your utilization is. I usually tell people if they have high utilization on one credit card, do keep the utilization down on the other ones because it will help with your overall utilization. Okay, so having those low balances on the other ones could technically help you, but it depends. If you got a $9,000 maxed out credit card and then you got some other credit cards that's not maxed out, but your limit's $300, $500, and stuff like that is very, very low, it's not going to help you because the average, you got a $9,000 credit card maxed out, is not going to be like the same effect. So it really depends on what's the limit of the credit card and what's the actual balances on these accounts. Why did my credit score drop after I paid off a credit card? See what else changed on your credit report. See what else changed. Okay. Because sometimes y'all think, oh, I paid off a credit card. See what else changed. Y'all could have had a new collection added during that same time. And if you have a new collection added during that same time, your credit score not just going to go up. You had a negative thing happen, so your credit score is going to go down. And I see this all the time. And if you're paying off a charge off, some people are like, oh, I paid off my charge off. That's not going to help with your utilization. So your credit score is not going to change like you think it's going to change. When y'all say I paid off a credit card, is that an active credit card? Is it a charge off? It makes a huge difference. Okay. Can paying off a loan cause my credit score to change? Sometimes, depending on your loans, your credit score can drop. Like when I paid off my car, my credit score did go down, but it ended up recovering. It recovered about maybe 4 to 6 months. It can recover if you guys have other factors such as you paid off your car, but you had high utilization. So next you start paying off your credit cards, your credit score is gonna go up even faster because you had other problems that you can fix also. And then I told y'all too, with me paying off some of my student loans, my credit score, I expected my credit score to go down, but my credit score actually went up. I was surprised. It didn't go up much. It went up like 2 points, but I was expecting it to drop or go down. So, I guess it depends on what's going on with your credit, the other factors that's on your credit too. But I was just like, okay, good. This is fine with me. And I'm not trying to use my credit right now, so I don't care too much about it anyway. But I did wanted to see what the effects will be as I pay down or pay off my student loans. So it really depends on your loans and other things that's happening with your credit score. Why did my credit score drop after I closed a credit card? If you close a credit card, you taking a credit card off of help you with your utilization, plus you mess with your average age of accounts. Okay, and don't forget with your credit cards, they report every single month. That's going to be helping you. You want to have credit cards for an extended period of time. So y'all want to make sure that with y'all credit cards, y'all don't close them. Like, why are y'all closing y'all credit cards? Only reason I would close a credit card is they have a high annual fee or they have one of the maintenance fees things like you paying $9.95 or something per month for no reason. Like it's just a fee for a card. Then I would go ahead and close it. But other than that, y'all need to keep y'all accounts open. Use them twice a year or something like that, or put some small thing on auto pay so that they don't close it due to inactivity. Y'all need to try to keep y'all credit cards open. There's no reason to actually close them. Can a credit card company lower my limit can a credit card company lowering my limit hurt my score? Yes. If they lower your limit, it is gonna hurt your credit score because again, it's messing with your utilization. All right. And I tell y'all, if y'all see a credit card company lower your limit, you need to know why they did that and then keep that in your mind that you're not gonna deal with them like that. All right. So, I see a lot of times one of my clients called me about Discover. Discover did this to them. And I said, okay, well, listen, if you was thinking about building a deeper relationship with Discover or having a stronger relationship, think otherwise. Like, because the point that this happened out of nowhere for you is a huge problem. Also, seeing Citibank do this, you need to just have in the back of your head that you're not going to build a stronger relationship with this company. But yes, them lowering your limit can actually mess with your utilization. So it's going to mess with your credit score. Why is my credit score dropping when I pay my credit cards in full every month? Your credit score can drop because of other factors. I promise y'all, it's not that hard now. Since we got Credit Karma will tell you exactly what changed. When you look on your TransUnion and your Equifax on Credit Karma, you have something called See What's Changed. When you actually click on See What's Changed, they'll tell you what's the most recent thing that happened. But if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see they say like other or your previous changes or something like that. That's when you probably can see like the last year changes, the last 6 months of changes. And on the right side, you'll see, okay, your credit score went down 3 points, it went up 15 points, it went down 30, it went up 45 points. You'll see like the differences. And you can go to a certain time period, you see like the how much your credit score has changed, and then you'll see like the actual date. So you will click, oh, my credit score went down 45 points. What happened during that time? Oh, the balance of your credit card went up. Oh, you got a new collection added to your credit report. Oh, you had your account went from on time to 30 days late. You can see exactly what's wrong. Okay. So you can't just say, because I see this all the time, oh, I'm paying down my credit cards when my credit score is going down. You have other things that could be happening. Period. And you need to see exactly what's happening. So I say just look on Credit Karma. Do not play the guessing game. I don't play the guessing game. Somebody asked me, what happened, Keith? I don't know. Hey, listen, I can search your previous credit report and this credit report and compare them. I can do that. But why would we got Credit Karma? And if y'all want to see your experience, y'all got the Experian app. The Experian app will tell you what's happening. Oh, thank you so much for that. The Experian app will tell you exactly what's happening. So, you don't have to play the guessing game at all. Y'all can see what happened. Does it matter what balance my credit card company reports? Yes. The balance your credit card company report is going to dictate your utilization. Utilization is 30% of your credit score. Utilization, y'all, once y'all get y'all credit to where you want it to be, oh, thank you so much. Once you get it to where you want it to be, the once you get your credit score where you want to be, your utilization is going to be the biggest thing y'all need to track. Y'all need to be tracking the balances on your credit cards, period. Anytime I'm trying to apply for anything, I automatically want to check, make sure my utilization is at 5% or less. Because maybe I'm in the habit of just making sure I pay my statement balance by my due date so I don't pay any interest. But y'all need to check y'all utilization. If y'all utilization is at 30%, y'all got so much room to get your credit scores to go up more. Y'all can just bring it down to 20%. You can bring it down to 10%, or the sweetest spot is being at that 5%. But y'all have to make sure that y'all checking the balance, and y'all have to see what balance they're reporting. And they're not going to report your balance until your statement closing date. Okay, that's like 3 to 5 days after your due date. So you can, after the 3 to 5 days after they report to the credit bureaus, you can max out your credit card. They not even gonna know you maxed out your credit card until they report your newest balance, which is most likely gonna be next month on that same exact date that they reported before. Okay, so yes, the balance that they report is gonna be very, very important. That's why I tell y'all 5 days before y'all due date, just pay whatever y'all gonna pay on y'all credit cards. And then 5 days after your due date, you can go ahead and use that credit card again. Because if you pay off your credit card, if you pay off your credit card in full and you go back and use your credit card, whatever you use on your credit card is not going to be your new balance. So that's still going to mess with your utilization. Wait till they report to the credit bureaus. You can do whatever you want to do with that credit card. Okay. If not, if y'all playing the game with this utilization and y'all are not tracking it, y'all gonna see our credit score just keep going up and down. You might wonder what the heck is going on. Like, why my credit score just going up and down? Why it's not staying stable? Why is my credit score just not going up? If y'all look on the Credit Karma, see what's changed, y'all will be able to see this happen. Hey, your utilization is this will happen. Okay, so y'all definitely care about what they're gonna report. Can a new inquiry make my credit score drop? When I think drop, I think we're going down like 20, 30, 40, 50 points. Your credit score is going to go down off of utilization, but it's not going to be huge. I mean, our utilization off of inquiry, but it's not going to be huge. So, and if y'all want to know how to remove inquiries, I talk about it in the books, but y'all just call a company, call TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Say, hey, I got this, whatever it is. I got this Capital One inquiry on my credit reports. I do not think it should be here. This needs to be removed immediately. Usually they'll remove it in 24 to 48 hours. It is what it is. High tide. So they'll remove it in like 24 to 48 hours. All right. So that's what y'all need to do. Don't be worried about no inquiries. Inquiries just so simple. And then when y'all if y'all are getting a lot of inquiries, try to get credit cards that can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry so y'all can bypass having all those inquiries in the first place. Okay. Yes. Yeah, that utilization is going to be definitely key. If y'all are having problems with your utilization, y'all can have problems with your credit, period. But that's the best problem to have in a sense. Like if you got the money to pay it off, you ain't got the money to pay it off, then utilization can be such a bad problem. Okay. What is the difference between the statement date and my due date? Okay, so listen, your credit cards are due on your due date. They're going to tell you too, if you don't want to pay any interest, you better pay that statement balance by your due date. That's what I make sure I do. Pay my statement balance by the due date, or I just pay it all the way off. And I don't use it again till they report to the credit bureaus. Now, when they report to the credit bureaus, that's going to be my statement closing date. All right. That's usually 3 to 5 days after your due date. If y'all want to know what it is without having to talk to the company and ask them, because y'all can actually call them and ask them what this date is going to be. I look on Credit Karma again. Go on Credit Karma. Y'all know y'all be able to pick TransUnion or Equifax. Click either one. It don't matter. So let's just click on TransUnion. Go down to where they talk about your utilization. Click on that. Then they're gonna have all your credit cards lined up for you. Click on that credit card that you want to know what's the closing date, and then they'll say last reported at the top. When you click on it, say last reported, August 10th. Last reported August 5th. That means every 10th they're gonna report. So August 10th they reported, they're going to report September 10th, October 10th. And it's probably around this date. So it could be a day before, it could be a day after, but at least y'all will know around what day they're going to report to the credit bureaus. So say if you did have bad utilization and you want to pay off your credit card, if you know they're going to report on the 10th, make sure it's paid off. Don't apply for anything until they report your new balance, your credit score go up. You probably going to apply for it after the 10th. But that's what that is. That's going to be your statement closing date, and that's going to be your due date. That's the difference between both of those. Okay, your statement date and then also your due date. Your statement date is the date that your statement comes out too. That's when they're going to tell you, hey, your next due date is going to be this. This is going to be your minimum payment. This was your statement balance. This is the balance you technically want to have paid off on your next due date, so I don't charge you any interest. All right. So those are the differences. That's why you probably need to just make sure that you learn both of them. Okay. Can a new hard inquiry make my credit score drop? We kind of talk about this. Yes, inquiries can make your credit score go down, but call the credit bureaus and tell them to remove it. They usually remove them things in like 24 to 48 hours. Inquiries are not huge. How long can inquiries stay on my credit report? Inquiries are going to stay on there for like a year and a half, 2 years, not that long, but guess what? It can be on there 24 to 48 hours if you go ahead and get them things removed. They don't have to be on there long. And I learned how to remove inquiries from people that's trying to get like business funding because they can't have them inquiries. So I was finding out people's paying $100 per inquiry to get it removed. I'm like, yeah, right. I am in the wrong business, but I learned how to do it, and I just started telling people what to do because it's one of the things where maybe you need to like hang up and call back again. It could be one of the things where you're on the phone all day to get 6 inquiries removed, but it can be worth it. People pay $600 for that. Especially if they think about, oh, I'm going to get this $50,000 in business credit. Of course, they're going to pay $600 to get that stuff removed. But I just told y'all how to be able to do that on your own. What should I do if Wait, what should I do if a collection suddenly appears in my credit report? If a collection suddenly appears in your credit report, I would dispute it to the credit bureaus. I will dispute it with the credit bureaus. Okay, so if it's a new collection, I would dispute it right away with the credit bureaus. Oh, thank you so much for the heart me. I would send a dispute letter to all 3 credit bureaus, wherever it's reporting. I will send a dispute letter to them and tell them to remove it from my credit reports. If they don't remove it, I'll send a follow-up letter the next month in about 35 days. And I'll make sure that I send a certified mail because whatever my 31st day is, I will be pulling my credit reports, I would be sending a dispute letter to the credit bureaus again, asking them, hey, give me the documents that they sent you as to why you're not removing this collection. And then I will also send a letter to that collection company asking for validation of that. Okay, I won't. So a collection just get added. I'm not going to send a letter to that collection company because I already know that they don't have to even respond to me until I talk to the credit bureaus first. So I will try to get the bureaus to remove it. If they don't remove it, the next month I'm talking to them and the bureaus. Okay, and then after that, y'all, the third month, I'm basically telling them I'm gonna sue them, and I'm really finna sue them. Like that suing to win book, y'all, is not a joke at all. I told y'all I'm helping a lot of people right now, and they're actually getting money from these companies, actually get them to delete the debt from their credit reports, and they're no longer having to pay them. So, like a collection company we talked about, if they do add the account on your credit reports, you go ahead and sue them. Say if that was $1,500, you could tell them, hey, give me some money. Because I'm suing you, give me some money, delete it from my credit reports. And then that $1,500 you say I owe, you need to waive that. And I don't want you selling this to anybody else. You need to get rid of this. Okay. But that's why I tell people just sue, because if not, say if you just get it deleted from your credit reports, now they're gonna sell it to another company. Now you got to worry about this other company coming in. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ty, for your purchase over here. Um, can a new collection cause a sudden credit score drop? Yes. Collections are horrible. Collections are horrible. So y'all need to make sure if y'all do have like collections added, go that route. Like in the back of your mind, you need to think, okay, if y'all don't delete it, I'm just gonna sue y'all. I'm not gonna play games because y'all can just be crying. I had 2 lawsuits when it came down to collection companies personally, and I helped other people with many collection companies. One of them was actually getting sued by a collection company. I even helped her turn around, sue that collection company. That collection company gave her a check. Yes, they paid her, deleted it from her credit reports, and then also made sure that they waived it. And we talking a few $1,000s. So when it comes out to collection companies, I already know the games that they play. I just tell people to do what they need to do to get rid of them. And James, if you need help, any help, make sure you message me or like let me know exactly how I can help you, or you can ask me any questions. I'm an open book when I'm on live. Okay. Can an old negative account suddenly start affecting me again? What old negative account I don't know. Once it's on your credit report, let's go down the list. You got a bankruptcy. Once the bankruptcy is there, your credit score already took its hit as soon as it was added. A collection, no, once it adds to your credit report, it's gonna hurt you. Once an account is charged off, like your credit cards, loans, and stuff like that, that's it. Only thing I can think of is like an old negative account. Maybe it was negative because you once had late payments and now you got new late payments and the account is open. That's the only way I can think it can start affecting you again. Or again, if that collection was sold or that charge off that you had was sold to a different collection company and not a new collection company put on your credit report. That's the only way I can think like an old negative account can affect your credit report. But other than that, once that thing is on there, like, it is what it is. Let me see. I got a 700 plus, but I can't get no credit card. I need credit history. If you need credit history, um, just get you a trade line. And if you and get one that's old, you know, and then make sure the utilization is low on whatever you do have, and still um since you need accounts too, I say get your own. Make sure that you are pre-qualifying for a credit card so you're not just racking up hard inquiries. But just add you a trade line on there, and call it a day. Add you a trade line on there. No, I don't have them, but I know where they're at and I can message you. Like this is where I would get it at, or I tell other people to get it at. So yeah, I can tell you exactly what it is. Um, Let me see. I had an old account disappear and reappear after a period of time. That's why we need to sue them, Will. We sue them. We ain't worry about this account ever coming back on. And yes, I do, Ty. It's my name. But I don't know how to explain this to y'all. Like I think of this as slavery. I swear I think about this as slavery. You have a slave master, whoever that credit card company is, whoever that collection company is, they're your slave master. Until they sell you to somebody else, they're going to be on your credit report and they're going to be looking for you. Okay. So once they sell you to a new company, now you got a new company and that now own you. What you need to do is you need to be emancipated or whatever you used to do to get away from this. They need their freedom papers or whatever to get away from this collection company, whoever own you, so that they can no longer sell you to anybody else. You just totally free. I really think about this as Harriet Tubman, seriously, because that's all it is. One company own you. They have a document to say that they own you. All right. Once they done with you, they feel like they can't get no money out of you. You're not doing what you need to do. They're gonna sell you to another company. You need to sue them and tell this company, hey, you need to stop selling this, and you need to give me some money so I can go about my business, because you violated me, because you're gonna know your rights. You violated me. Give me some money. Delete this from my credit report. Stop telling people that I owe you. Basically, don't delete this. I don't want to see this reporting anywhere else. And make sure you're not selling this. You need to waive this debt. This whole thing about you, I owe you money and all this stuff. You cannot sell this to anybody else, because I don't want to see nobody else pop up. I need to get totally free from this. Okay. That's why I tell y'all, like, sue them. It's the only way I know it's gonna be able to work is by suing them. Like, seriously. Okay. That's why, like, I just can't explain this enough. Only way I really see companies do what they need to do is if you sue them. And if you sue them, how I'm telling y'all, oh, ask for money. Y'all gonna realize they're gonna be throwing money at you. You're gonna be thinking, hey, I just asked for you to delete it from my credit report. Now you finna pay me. Don't ask any questions, because I don't know why it's happening. They know they messed up, and they know if you really probably go after them more, you're gonna get more money. So they're gonna throw a little money, it looks like, to them, but to you, you get a few $1,000s, you're winning. Especially if you got multiple companies, give you a few $1,000s, take that money, get your new freedom papers, saying that they never gonna put this in your credit report. They not gonna let nobody else put it on credit report. They ain't selling nobody else, and go about your business. Okay. Other than that, they're gonna try to reinsert on your credit reports, because all they're doing is they're trying to frustrate you so much so that you pay them. So whenever you're trying to go get a house, whenever you try to get a car, you're not gonna be able to do it. They want you to come back and want to settle with them. That's the only thing that they have, especially if you're outside the statute of limitations. That's the amount of time you have to sue them. All they can do is put it on your credit report. All right. That's all they can do. But I really do look at this as like slavery, like, seriously. That's why whenever I'm like, oh, I don't want to do credit anymore, I just know how much freedom I have from just getting released from so much. Like, even when I sue my creditors, I had over $40,000 worth of debt that I did not have to pay. I know how much freedom came from that. Like, seriously, like, I don't have to look over my shoulder wondering what the heck's gonna happen. I know how much freedom came from that. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like modern day slavery. Okay, like, these companies technically own us, and they got a whole document saying that they own us. Like, that's what it is. They do own us. My bankruptcy was discharged July 14, 2026, but there still haven't been a bankruptcy added. Okay, don't talk about it then. Don't accidentally be added. Usually, I've been seeing bankruptcies as soon as you file bankruptcy. I've been seeing bankruptcy get added right away. Okay, so that's a good thing. And be looking at your LexisNexis, because a lot of times it's added to LexisNexis first. If you don't know what that is, just look it up. But look at your LexisNexis, because it's going to be added to your LexisNexis, and then the credit bureaus usually get it. Or sometimes it's added all at the same time. Okay, but that's good. You got your discharge. You can work on removing your accounts from your credit reports at this time. But you said July 14. On the 14th, when you got your discharge, you should have got you 4 brand new credit cards, because your credit scores right now could have been at like 650. I don't know where, not credit cards, your credit score, or in the 700s by now. But just get you some new accounts and move on with your life. But congratulations on getting that discharge. Congratulations on getting a discharge. Yes, definitely message me. I need to know what it's. Okay, I'll tell you exactly where it's at, Ray. I'll tell you exactly where it's at. But yeah, the analogy is serious, because when I watch that Harriet Tubman movie, I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, we are not free. We are not at all. Like, we are not free. And the point that these companies do sell our debt is just modern day slavery, if you ask me, seriously. Because that's what it is. You basically getting a settlement agreement, which is gonna be your freedom papers. And that thing basically saying, hey, she don't owe me any money anymore. I gave her this amount of money, and we going about our ways. She can sue me if this happened, or I could sue her if that happened, or him, or whoever the case may be. It's just crazy. What should I do with the information on a negative account is inaccurate? Dispute it, and if they don't delete it, I will sue them, and I will sue whatever credit bureau have it on there. Like, that's just what it is. If it's inaccurate, most of our accounts are inaccurate, y'all. It really is. Most of our accounts are inaccurate. even the ones that you want to keep. Let's say if you got your little credit, you got your Capital One credit card, you love it. You're like, well, I got $10,000 limit on this car. I love this. Okay, there's probably errors on that account. They may be small little errors. If you learn how to read a credit report and compare all three, you're gonna still see errors on there, but you don't want to mess with them because you're good. But if something go wrong, you got to get that account deleted. Now you want to look deeper at the errors that could be on there. I have a collection that says pay, but I sent the letter to remove them. Definitely, yeah. Even if it say pay, still get that thing removed from the credit reports. Okay, period. I don't care. I had a client the same way. It says the account was charged off at a $0 balance. They still sued them because listen, you got to get that off. Once they sued them and got that account deleted, their credit score went up 20 points. All of that stuff matters still. It all matter. And if the company refused to delete it, you don't want to sue every company. They never want to go back to this company ever. So it was cool. Because usually when y'all sue them, y'all can't come back. Y'all, they like, hey, listen, you sue Capital One, don't try to come back to Capital One. You suing Discover, don't come back to Discover. You suing Navy Federal, don't try to come back. You burning the bridge. But in some cases, some of these credit card companies, y'all don't want to go back to them. Y'all ain't trying to go back to them anyway. And hi, Victoria. Good afternoon. It's afternoon here. I'm not sure exactly where you're at. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I'm just all about suing the companies. If they don't delete it, I'm not gonna play any games with these companies. I'm telling y'all. And then to see the check that come from it, like it's like you being paid to get your credit fixed at this point. And it's just the point that now you know how to sue or whatever. Don't go back. Don't go back and doing whatever happened to the point where you did have a collection, you did have a charge off. Go forward. Use that money for good and go on about your business. Pay off y'all car. Use that money as a down payment on a house or something. I don't know. Get your credits together. Oh, Latria, I need my Latria, you need to text me because I need to know what's the updates on everything. I was thinking about you the other day. Yes, yes. I need to know what's happening. I need to get a repo removed and sue them, Latria. Like that's it. Let's actually do it too. Let's actually do it. Let me take the dispute letters to you. Send out your dispute letters for like 3 months. Call it a day. If they don't do it, just actually sue them and sue the credit bureaus. You know. But yes, I just. Oh, you just got to finalize yesterday. You need to throw a party. Congratulations. I know it's crazy to think that we congratulating somebody on a divorce, but if you actually went through a divorce and you actually got freedom from it, oh my gosh. Like it's probably don't feel that good at that time. You're gonna be all emotionally crazy, but like I'm just so happy that it's a reason why you had to pursue that. So congratulations. I hope that your mind become clear every single day, like every single day. Get you a journal and write about all the happiness and all of the things that you want to do in the future, and your mind will become clear every single day. Hey, I miss you. I just want to say thank you. I got your book and my credit was 600, now 620 within 2 months. Oh, congratulations. 120. Let me make sure I screenshot that so I could be able to have that. Congratulations to you. That's putting in the work though. I'm telling you. That is just putting in the work. 120 points, 2 months. That's good. And I say just get into the 700s. Once you're on the 700s, like your life, your everything is just gonna open up for you. Like just getting the 700s. So that's good. And I remember seeing you around here too. So it's happy. I'm happy I can be able to see you again. At least when I was going live. My kids in school now, so I'm back going live every single day. I feel like I can fly. I ain't trying to burst no bubbles or nothing, but I feel like I can fly for a minute too. I feel like I could fly too, and then reality city, and like, okay, now I'm free. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, let me write out some goals. Let me start tackling this stuff. Like, let me start tackling all my goals because I need to have something to do. I feel free too. It's like you get that natural like burst of energy. Like, oh, what am I doing? It's like, okay, let me start doing all the stuff I once wanted to do, and I feel like I could not do it for whatever reason, or maybe they didn't even like to do it. Like I love swimming in the ocean. And I ain't go to no ocean being with them. Let me go get in this ocean. Yes, that's so true. That's where I am right now, and that's why I'm on your live. Like, okay, see, look, now you're like, okay, listen, I need to get this repossession removed so I can move on. Well, you got my number. So text me so when I get off of here, I can respond and we can actually put the work in and do the steps that we need to do basically to get that stuff a reality. Because once your credit is fixed, like I don't know, even after like going through a divorce or going through a breakup or whatever the case may be, whatever it can be, like once your money is right, once your credit is right, like I don't know. And being a woman too, like I don't care about none of that other stuff no more. Like, please, like I don't care. Just let my money and my credit be good. Like I don't even care no more. Because then a lot of times that be the biggest stressors that you can have. Okay. So why and you're very, very welcome. Why does experience show something different from Equifax and TransUnion? These are the inaccuracies I was telling y'all about. Y'all may see differences on all three credit bureaus. This is the whole reason why you're getting certain accounts deleted from your credit report. Okay, so y'all may see the differences. It's just it is what it is. And some companies may say, "Oh, I reported a certain thing to the credit bureaus. They picked and choose what they was gonna put on the credit reports." I don't know why this actually happened, why different things are on the credit reports, and why they reporting different balances for like the same account or different payment histories. It is what it is. It's something with their system. So much stuff is automated, but it's not being done properly. That's just how I look at it. That's where I'm trying to get ready for. Yes. Okay. Well, let me know, Ryan. Let me know whatever I can help you with, because I'm definitely here to help. That's what happened to me after getting separate, after going separate ways after 27 years. Credit drop. 24 years. Oh no, that's a long time. 24 years. I was 10 years old. Oh my gosh. Now it's time to rebuild. Yes. And I can rebuild better than ever too, you know. But I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a long, long time. Like, oh my gosh. But it definitely time to rebuild. The problem I see with a lot of times, y'all, is stuff don't happen in life. I realize that, and I accept it. Like I'm starting to accept stuff gonna happen. Period. I do. I think positive on the good stuff that I want to happen, and I push hard for the good stuff to happen. But my only thing, the only promise I want to always give to myself, no matter what happened, you have to get back up. And I don't want you to take 5 years to get back up. No, I don't want you to come to your senses in 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Can it just be at max a month? Maybe lose your mind for a month, like whatever the case may be. I don't care what it is, but can you please, like, I be telling myself, can I not be down for a year anymore? Can I not be down for 2 years? Can I catch myself in a month? No matter what the case may be, I don't care what happened in life. If you're still alive, like if I'm still alive, can I pick myself up in a month at the max? Hopefully, it's only okay. I'm down for a week at the most. Or hey, I lost my mind for 2 days. Can I be back in my right mind? But that's the thing I care about. Because some people, they just gave up completely. Like I see that all the time. Some people call me and they be in their 50s, they be in their 60s trying to figure out, oh, what's I do with my credit? It's like, oh, I had a divorce. Oh, you had a divorce. I'm so sorry. I'm like, when did that happen? It happened 20 years ago. And I just never like, oh, please let me not wait that long. Yes, dust yourself off and keep going. Like, just cry through it every day, every time, every day. I don't care, like whatever it is. And I just bribe myself now, like, girl, if you do this, I'm going to give you this. I bribe myself. Whatever I need to do to bribe myself, I just do it. But that's the biggest thing. Like, even when it come down to your credit, if it come down to your finance, it come down to your life, if it come down to your family, if it just come down to like health issues within yourself, like deal with whatever you have to deal with, whatever that is, but try to pick yourself up, because that's going to be the biggest difference and how your life is going to turn out. And then you're going to look back and be like, dude, why did I just wait? Why I waited so much time for these different things? So try to pick yourself up. Um, as fast as you can, as soon as you can. Go get help if you need to get help. Whatever problem, go get help. If you can't depend on yourself to do it, put the ball in somebody else's court to do it. If you got to pay them to do certain things or whatever the case may be, to fix certain things or do things, just do it. Just get it done. Can my three credit scores all be different at the same time? Yes, because sometimes y'all will see that maybe an account is not reporting on TransUnion, but it's reporting on Equifax and Experian. Maybe y'all have a bankruptcy on all three credit bureaus. You had one and then Equifax deleted, and now that's gonna be your best credit score because your credit score went up because that bankruptcy is deleted. You may still have it on TransUnion and Experian. Them credit score is gonna be lower, but y'all are gonna see differences like that. Like maybe certain things are not reporting on certain bureaus, and that's what's keeping your credit score down. Um, that the postman picking up the packages, because I'm like, stranger danger, who's at my door? He scared me. But let's see what the next one is. Why does Credit Karma show a different score from the score that our lender gave me? Y'all, we have so many different credit scores. I don't even play the credit score game no more. I don't care what the credit score is. I was talking to a client yesterday and he like, hey, listen, my credit score is different here, it's different there. I'm like, don't care about that at all. You can be looking on Credit Karma, and then when you go apply for a loan, they'll have a different credit score. Just make sure that your credit report, like what's in your actual report, is good. Is your utilization down? Do you not have any collections? Do you not have any charge offs? So no matter what, when you go and get your credit pulled by whoever, you know that you should have the best credit score that you could present. You get what I'm saying? Now, another thing they was doing too, they was like, hey, I'm on Experian, and my Experian app have a different credit score than what is on Credit Karma. Credit Karma got TransUnion and Equifax, so you cannot compare the Experian app, your Experian score, to what's on TransUnion and Equifax. just just don't play the games on that. And if you was to compare your credit score, if you're gonna compare Credit Karma to Credit Karma, compare Experian app to Experian app, your old report to your new report. Don't go and compare all of these different credit scores, because so many different credit models out there. Like when I'm looking on my banking app, that credit score is gonna be different than what I see on Credit Karma. And y'all have to understand that when you look on Identity IQ may be different than what's on Credit Karma. When you go and apply for a Discover credit card, they're gonna probably have a different credit score than what's on the Identity IQ, what's on Credit Karma. I just don't care. Like, I don't care. I just want to look. Okay, is my utilization as low as I can get it? Okay, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. Do I not have any collections? It is what it is. It's good. Whatever I have right now, or if I don't have any, it is what it is. Especially when you're applying for something, especially if you need to do it at the time, it is what it is. But just look at your credit report in general. Try to have your utilization at like 10% or less. 5% will be even better. Everything negative off of there. Try to remove your late payments, keep your inquiries as low as you can, and that's all you can do. Your credit score should be at its best of whatever it is. And I tell people with the Credit Karma, try to get your Credit Karma to like try to get your Credit Karma to say like 730, because at least you know you got a 30-point buffer. So if you go somewhere else, they pull your credit report. You want to say, okay, I got 30 points to at least stay in the 700s. So if it's 30 points off, they at least gonna say I'm in the 700s, compared to if you thought, oh, I got my Credit Karma say 701. Okay, if they take 30 points off of that because the credit scores is different, you're gonna be at 671. So just try to have it at like 730 and higher. So at least you know you in the 700s no matter what. Okay. Can being removed as an authorized user make my credit score go down, make our credit score drop? It could sometimes. Y'all know some credit card companies, when y'all get added as an authorized user, like that can still stay in your credit report. Like I have seen people have like the Barclays, I seen that still reports even after you're not an authorized user anymore. So I tell people, if you're gonna get a trade line, get them. Also, Capital One too. So say if you do pay for a trade line, yes, it's going to stop continue to report. But if they take you off as an authorized user, they may show that you had an old closed $15,000 credit card. That still helps your overall credit score, if y'all know what I mean. But your credit score, if the account is removed, your credit score can still drop. But hopefully, during that time that you had that authorized user account on your credit report, hopefully you got your own stuff together in terms of whatever you were lacking. You started to fix it while you had that credit card. So when that credit card did come off, your credit score did not drop as much. Hopefully you took full advantage of that. Can someone else's high balance hurt me if I'm an authorized user on their credit card? Yes. I had this happen with one of my clients where their daughter added them as an authorized user on one of their credit cards. I forgot like the limit of it, but their utilization used to be like at 30%. But the point is 30%, you may think, oh, that ain't that bad. When you only got a $500 credit card, a $200 credit card because you're building your credit, or you got a $300, $500, the highest is 1,000, and somebody added you to, even if it's a $30,000 credit card, and they got a $10,000 balance on it, your utilization is still gonna be bad because they're gonna average it all together. Now, this one client, sometimes their daughter used their credit card, and they had it like that because they had other credit cards, so their utilization may be 10% on their end, but they added you to a credit card that they're spending a lot of money on. So if it's at 70%, it's no way you're gonna be able to dig your way out of it with your own credit cards, because maybe they have these high limits. Okay, so please just be careful with that. I try to tell people to get on credit cards that have very low utilization and put me on a card you don't even use. You just keep open. That's why I be trying to tell people. Don't be trying to get on a credit card that's just like, oh, I like Capital One. Add me on that one. Like, girl, put me on the one. Put me on the one you're not finna use. They got a high limit that you have for about 20 years. Like, put me on that one. And you're not using, but you just keep active. Put me on that one. Or if you do use it, put me on the one that you're gonna pay off every single month so that utilization will stay low. Okay. Somebody can really be spiteful and destroy your credit by adding as an authorized user, making sure everything is cool, and then all of a sudden they put a high balance on that credit card because it probably ain't gonna hurt theirs because they got multiple credit cards, but with you, it can hurt you because your utilization gonna be through the roof, and there's nothing you can do but to be removed from that credit card as an authorized user or help them pay it down. And that's horrible. It's like you putting your credit in their hands. That's why I like authorized user accounts, but I'd rather pay than to just have somebody randomly add me because I'm just scared that they may do something wrong. I'd rather be able to call a company, but like, hey, listen, y'all need to fix this or put me on another one than to be dealing with a person that they got to fix their own problems. I seen this happen. They've been on a credit. None of my other clients just want somebody else's credit card as an authorized user. Everything was cool for years, and then all of a sudden, something bad went wrong in that person's life, and they have to use a credit card. Now they maxing out. First, it was like, oh, they went up 10%. Like, oh, that ain't that bad. Next thing you know, it went from 10 to 30. It's like, hold on, what you got going on? Like, I'm trying to buy a house right now. What are you doing? Then it go from 30 to 50. Those different things ain't nothing you can do but just be removed from that credit card completely. Like, and sometimes they not even going to, the credit bureau is not even going to want to remove you from that account. They're going to want to continue to report it. So if you try to buy a house at that time, it can keep you stuck. It can really keep you stuck. Okay. Can open a new credit card make my credit score go down before it goes up? It depends. If you're starving for credit, your credit score should actually go up because now you're going to have a new account that's going to be reporting on your credit reports. If you already have a lot of credit cards like me, I got a lot of credit cards. I had a credit card now, it's going to mess with my average age of accounts. It's going to make my credit score go down, period. I already know my credit score is going to go down, period. But if you don't have enough credit cards, your credit score could go up. What happens to my credit if one of my oldest accounts get closed? Your credit score is probably going to go down. It's probably going to go down. You want to try to keep your old accounts open for as long as you can. Like, as long as you can, like, for forever if you can. Try to keep them open for a long time. That's going to help you out a lot. How do I figure out exactly what's changed between my old and my new credit reports? If you want to know the difference, this is what I do because I can be able to know it in 5 minutes or less. Open up the Credit Karma app. Open up the Credit Karma app. When you want to know the difference, click on whichever bureau, TransUnion or Equifax. You can also do it on Experian app too, because they'll have like the little bell up there. You can click on there and they'll tell you the different changes. But click on see what's changed on Credit Karma, and they'll tell you, hey, these are the different changes that happen. That's how you can know the difference between your old one and your new one, because they'll tell you what it is. You can also just get both of your credit reports, put them side by side, and go line by line. What was the balance on here? What was the balance on there? Oh, let me subtract that. Let me see how much my balance changed. Credit Karma can tell you all that with their system. They got their own little AI that will figure this stuff out for you. And that's what I like to do. When somebody say like, oh, this happened or that happened, I like to see what's changed myself. Like, I don't have time to sit here and look at your credit reports. And I want to teach y'all how to do it because this is not something I want to be doing. I want to talk about investment accounts and things like this. I don't want to be talking about credit all day. So I definitely want to teach people how to do this on their own. Like, look on Credit Karma. The stuff is free. You ain't gotta ask anybody. And once you start knowing that this is the way of life, you'll never have to ask anybody. We should have got taught this in school anyway, y'all. We shouldn't be trying to figure this stuff out right now in 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Some people in their 60s still not trying to figure this stuff out. And I understand being in the 60s, stuff has changed, but like, we should not be trying to figure this stuff out. We should just know the basics. Okay. How do I figure out exactly? Okay. Did that one. If my credit score dropped 50 points, should I immediately start disputing things? No, because what if it's utilization? But if you see that your credit score dropped because you got new negative accounts in your credit reports, yes, I will start disputing ASAP. And with my disputes, I will make sure I be sending my stuff certified mail, and I'll be saying in the back of my head, if they don't delete this stuff from my credit report, I'm finna sue them because I ain't got time for my credit score to be down. I don't have time for it. My credit score needs to be going up. Okay, so I'll be actually actively working to sue them. if you looked at my credit report today, what would you check first and figure out why my credit score is dropping? I would look on Credit Karma. That's what I would do. I would first, it like if I looked at your credit report, like if I'm looking at somebody's credit report and I see, okay, you at 580. Like what we need to do. First, I'm going to see how many credit cards you have. Then I want to know, okay, you got credit cards. Do you got at least four of them? If not, okay, get a few more. And then I will try to see what your utilization is, because utilization is 30% of your credit score. I want to see, okay, do you need to pay down some of these credit cards? Because that's going to be something you can actively work on. Then I want to see, okay, let me see, do you have any negative accounts? What's your derogatory accounts? Okay, you got 2 collections on here and you got 3 charge-offs. All this stuff needs to be removed. Do you got a bankruptcy too? Because we got to remove that too. And if you're like, I ain't got no negative accounts, what if we see utilization was the problem? Y'all credit scores can go down to the 500s. You can be in a 700, go down to the 500 by just maxing out your credit cards, literally. Then I want to see, okay, do you have too many inquiries? Because we trying to get points from wherever we can to get your credit score up. So I will be going to see how many inquiries you have. But those are the things I'll be checking top to bottom. Those are the top things. Other than that, I don't care about that. Everything bad got to come off. You got to get your utilization at a good place. 5% gonna be better than anything else. I say at least 10%, at most 10%, should I say. Try to get your utilization to be at the max 10%. All right, 5% gonna be even better. Everything negative just gotta go. If you're trying to get more points, every point count, then I would say, okay, let's work on these inquiries. Those would be like the top things. And that's really everything when it comes down to credit. Okay. But y'all, at least I had a good time today. I had a good time today answering questions for y'all, going over everything. But before I leave, let me just make sure I clarify this too. Because today we was talking about the 7 things y'all need to check. If y'all see y'all credit scores go down, these are the 7 things. Let me make sure I go over these 7 things one more time, because if y'all confused, this is what y'all need to look at. First, y'all gotta look at that payment history. Do you have any new late payments? The new late payments gonna drop your credit score. Look at your utilization. Is something wrong with your utilization? Did you use too much on one of your credit cards? All right. Did one of your limits get dropped? Whatever the case may be. Look at these different things. Look at, do you have any new recent hard inquiries? Okay. Look at any newly reported negative account like collections, charge-offs. Okay, look at that. Look at your closed accounts and see if the credit limits change. Like I kind of talked about that already, but look and see if the credit limits change on any of your new accounts, or say if one of your accounts just got reported as closed due to inactivity, your credit score can drop. Look at your credit age and your credit age and your mixture of your accounts. Look and see if there's any new inaccurate accounts in your credit reports. Look and see if did you have any new fraud or anything like that on your credit reports. These different things change so much. Okay, but y'all know this thing is on repeat. If y'all know this thing's on repeat, so y'all can be able to see it. It is going to be saved. And I enjoyed you being here, Ray. Hopefully you send me your number. I'm gonna text you right after this, and I will see the rest of y'all later on. So bye bye, everybody. Let me make sure I close you all out. Y'all have a great day. All right, y'all. So when I have my TikTok up, I cannot talk about anything else other than like, oh, you can buy it from there, but y'all still can buy your books down here. This is the cheapest place that y'all ever gonna be able to get y'all books, unless y'all like getting on TikTok and they got like a special promotion. But this is most likely like the cheapest place that y'all gonna be able to get your books, because they're $10 and up. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go live every single day to make sure we're tackling what we need to tackle. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Leave me any comments of any questions that y'all have. And thank you so much for watching.